Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Rookie, and welcome to the Citadelle Des Morts Easter egg guide. My very first one. I don't know how this is gonna go, but first time for everything. So let's hop right into it. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to open up all the way to this big cannon that is on top of the castle that is in front, and you're just going to hold interact with it until you pretty much put the cannon into this place. You will know that you did it because all you're doing is holding interact, and it's going to force you out. Then after you do that, only thing that you're going to do after that is go behind the cannon and hold the interact button, or just interact with it in general, and it should fire a cannon to the front door as you see right here. After you have fired the cannon and made your way through the castle, you're going to want to next make your way to Pack-a-Punch. But where is Pack-a-Punch, you may be asking? Well, first of all, you have to break off these locks by shooting them with a bullet weapon. After you do that, it's going to spawn one of the elite zombies. I can't think of the name of it. I think it's called like a flabbergast or some shit like that. You're gonna kill that essentially because he's gonna be on your ass. So after you kill him, he's gonna drop a red Ethereum crystal or a blood Ethereum crystal. I call them a red Ethereum crystal. But once you pick it up, you're gonna go back to where you open the cage and you're just gonna put the crystal right there. And boom! Now you have Pack-a-Punch unlocked, and you probably have moved on to the next round like I have in this video. But once you do that, after you get done, Pack-a-Punch is open. You're going to run back the way that you came. If you came the way that you go past quick revive, there should be a door off to the left of quick revive that you should be able to interact with after the whole inner Easter egg cutscene is quotes and whatever, however you like to call them, are done. Once you interact with them, the little flap will open, and there you will receive an old guy, not Herbert the Pervert, but some old guy. If you play Vanguard, you know who he is. I didn't personally play Vanguard because Vanguard wasn't my thing, but yeah, once you get done with this, he's going to give you some type of power. He's pretty much going to try and raise you up a little bit. He's going to put you in his little genjutsu for a second, and then he's going to go sit back down. Once he sits back down and he chills out, then you'll pretty much be able to go off into the next step. So let's go ahead and just... Alright, so after you get done with that step, next you're going to want to make your way over to Stamina. When you make your way over to Stamina, you're going to collect 4 pieces of paper. The first piece of paper that could spawn will spawn right here in this like little cut. The second piece will spawn on the wall adjacent to it. And the third piece of paper for the first, or the third part, the third space for the first piece of paper, damn, it could spawn right behind it. The second piece of paper the first spawn will be on this TV. The second spawn for the second piece of paper will be on this couch, kind of tucked away, really visible. And the third spawn for the second piece of paper will be on the left side of this TV right here that you see right in front of you. It's right in front of the couch. You can't miss it. Then the third piece of paper, the first spawn for it can be right here in front of the fireplace. The second spawn for the third piece of paper could be on the bed right next to the fireplace. And the third and final spawn for the third piece of paper will be right here on this little table. You will know which spawn it is because, again, it's a bright piece of paper. It's a piece of paper with a red eye on it. Then the fourth piece of paper will spawn either right here in this first spot, which I'll let you get a good look because this one actually took me a minute to find because of the fact that that piece of paper was low key kind of blended in. Just make sure one more time. This is the first spawn for the fourth piece of paper. Then the second and third spawn are relatively close to each other. So the second spawn will be at the bottom of these boxes right here. And the third spawn for the fourth piece of paper is going to be like slightly above. Is really in plain sight. It's like right here on this box right here. It's really simple to spot and find. So yeah, those are all. Once you have all 4 pieces of paper, next you're just going to want to make your way over to round 10. Once you make your way over to round 10, you're going to see this Templar Knight zombie. He's just going to have the helmet. He's not a real cosplayer for real, but you'll know that is him because he's going to have excuse me, he's going to have a knight's helmet on, right? So you're going to kill him, and then he's going to drop a stamp. Now, this stamp can be used to actually get one of the swords. So you got the Raven sword, as shown right here. It's going to show a Raven. You have the Lion sword. You have the Dragon sword. And finally, you have the Stag sword, right? So the way that we're going to do this, we're going to make this really simple, and we're going to start off with the Lion sword. So you're going to interact with it after you get the stamp, and you're going to pick up the sword, right? Simple enough, right? Cool. Next, afterwards, all you're going to want to do is you're going to look above where all the swords are towards the front, not where you came from, but where you look immediately once you walk into the castle. There's going to be a red glowing gem up there. You're just going to want to shoot it, and you're going to try to shoot it and get it to the point where it's going to reflect. You'll know that you got it right when the beam on the jewel becomes really solid and bright, and the second jewel will start to have a beam. Next, you're going to shoot it again, and you're going to kind of make it go to the right side of where you did the first one. Then you're going to shoot the third one, and it's going to go into this little room, and once it's inside this room, it's going to hit this jewel. Next, you're going to hit the jewel and make it kind of go to the left right above the arsenal machine, and you're going to hit that fourth one. Then all you're going to do is make that fourth and final jewel is going to, you're going to kind of shoot it to where it's going to beam off of this table right here. And give me a second, because you know my aim is not the best. It's very finicky. I'm still learning it, but you're going to shoot it, and it's going to land on this like little necklace on the table. Once it sits there for a minute, all the beams should go away. It should just stop beaming, and you're going to be able to pick up this purple necklace. This is the necklace that the blue guy, not the blue guy, the old man was trying to rid you up for. So you're going to go and take this necklace, and you're going to go over and out. And back where you shot the second beam, you're going to see like a little glowing yellow symbol right next to the right next to the lion. And you're just going to go, it's going to become a soul box. Once you get like 10-15 kills, it's going to be done, right? Then a box is going to appear. Now you may be like, Rookie, how the fuck do we get that? I'm going to show you. So you're, first of all, you're going to want to run back. You're going to run towards Speed Cola. And once you run towards Speed Cola, they're going to be glowing parasites. You pretty much are just going to kill the glowing parasites with your sword. You're going to rinse and repeat 4 times and smack the door with it. Once you do that, you're going to interact with the door. And once you interact with the door, you're going to be able to go inside. Walk up to this like little pedestal, wherever you want to call it, and deposit it. Right, next it should glow, and you're going to see symbols on the pedestal. You're just going to look at the symbol and match it by looking up, and the symbols are going to bounce around as you see. All you're going to want to do is just shoot the symbol that is on the pedestal. Do this 4 times, and once you do it and get it correct, it's really simple, so you really shouldn't mess this up. There's not really much to say. You're just going to do that, and then you're going to be able to pick it up because your screen is going to flash white. Boom. Now you have a upgraded sword. Congratulations. Now you only got 3 more to go. Feels like Origins, doesn't it? I know, right? But you're going to go back to that box. And when you go back to the box that you originally like lifted up and levitated out the ground with the pendulum or the necklace, you're going to smack it. You're just giving one good smack, right? And then boom. So you're also going to want to make sure that you have like been collecting stamps, because after you get down one of the steps, you should get a night zombie. But the next one that we're going to worry about doing is the dragon sword. Now the dragon sword is honestly the easiest one. So you're going to run back to like the middle of the map where you first entered, and you're going to run up the stairs instead of taking the right and the left path, and then deposit your sword into it. Right? So now you have 3 different spots where you can go and find fire. And these challenges, it's really simple. So the first one is going to be out and to the left of where you run out of the castle. You're going to know that you're at the right spot when you see like a little fire spot. You're going to interact with it, pick it up, and you're going to run back to where you deposited your fire sword for the first time. All right? Simple enough. Boom. Simple and straightforward. Congratulations. You did that. Now you got to do it 2 more times. The second one is like on the right or the left side of spawn, right next to where Deadshot Daiquiri is. Now you might want to be a little bit careful with this one because this one is a little bit further and you have these real chance of dying. But all the thing that you got to do is smack the purple zombies that are spawning, those purple eyed zombies that are spawning. You quite literally get held back. Fire design, I know, right? No pun intended. But you're just going to keep making your way back. And once you get back, you're just going to insert the fire into the podium. The dragon's going to be like, I'm drinking Red Bull, and then he's gonna blow smoke out his nose like he's Vape Lord Nord. Then you're gonna run back to spawn, and this is the third and final one. It's right next to the mutant injection, so this one shouldn't be really hard. Or not mutant injection, rampart inducer. You're gonna grab it and run back once again for the final 3rd time, and once you do that, you should literally just be chilling after that. But make sure you keep getting health back from the purple eyed zombies because you don't want to die. Like, this is like a really simple step, so you really don't want to fuck this up, because if you fuck this around the house, Sorry, man, you just scaring all the way at that point. Like, you deserve it. So then once you do that, the dragon's going to get upset. He's going to start spitting some super hot fire out his mouth, and you're just going to pick up the sword. Congratulations, you now have a upgraded dragon sword. Now, in order to get the piece that you need to finish upgrading and get an incantation, you're going to do the same thing that you did with the firebow. Well, not the firebow, the lightning bow. And the fireball, fireball, lightning bow, essentially. And there are going to be 3 pylons outside of the map, but you can still kind of see them. You can do this either with your sword or with Molotov. I choose to do this with Molotovs because I can do all 3 in one round. So you're just going to run, you just want to throw it right here. Boom. Once you do it, you know that you did it because it's going to start shooting fireballs and zombies are just going to spawn out of nowhere. Like, where the fuck did y'all come from? I know we were playing Harry Potter. The second one is on the opposite side of that first pylon, right above where Elemental Pop is. You can use the sword, and boom, now you have your second one done. It's going to do it again. Just kill the zombies. Be careful. Try not to die again because this is a really simple, easy step to fuck up. Then the third one is right above where you entered the castle the first time. You're just going to want to throw a Molotov and or use the sword. And once again, it's going to spawn zombies. But this time you're going to get a doppelganger. I remember the name. And once you get this doppelganger, you're going to want to eliminate them. Anyway, doesn't matter how I choose to use the sword because it really deals with him really quickly. But once he dies, he's going to drop Roz and Khan, right? That is the next thing that you're going to need to finish fully upgrading your sword. Once you fully get that, you're going to pick it up and you're just going to run it over past the arsenal right here, and there's going to be a little symbol on the ground. You're going to put the icon piece there again. Same deal that happened with the lion sword. All you're going to want to do is put it down, and it's going to become a soul box. More zombies are going to spawn. Once you finish it, you know, give that little chest a little good smack on the ass, and it's going to break open. Bam! Look at that. Yeah. No resistance. Then you're going to have your fire incantation. Next, we're going to worry about doing the stag, aka the lightning. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to run back down to quick revive, right? So you can do this any order you want, but this is really simple. All you do is run back down to quick revive after you get it, and there should be a armored zombie that has some type of pole sticking out of him. A very mysterious thing, right? You're going to kill him, and he's going to drop a lightning rod because it made sense for him to have a lightning rod stuck in his chest, right? But it is what it is. The second lightning rod that you're going to grab is you're going to go to where Deadshot Daiquiri is. There's a barn, and it's going to be on to the left side. If you're running from the castle, you're just going to run and look toward Deadshot Daiquiri between the box. But if you're running from spawn, because you can, like I said, you can do this in any order, you're going to run from the left side of spawn, run towards Deadshot Daiquiri, and look towards the left of Deadshot Daiquiri, and it's going to be like right there, just sitting by the boxes, just so that way it's a little bit simpler. Now for the third piece, you're just going to go to any arsenal on the map, and you're going to want to put dead wire onto the weapon. And once you do that, you're going to make your way back over to the lion's door, and don't go to it, but to the left of it, you should see a power panel. You're going to want to shoot it with the bullet weapon, and it's going to shoot a beam of electricity up, and that is now your third and final lightning rod. Once you have all 3 of these lightning rods, you're just going to want to go back to the castle, run up towards the cannon, but go towards the way of Elemental Pop. There's going to be a vase sitting down right there. You're just going to want to hold interact on it, and once you hold interact, it's going to place all 3 of your lightning rods. Now you're going to see like a big storm because Thor is now upset at you for doing this, and you know, you got to kind of appease the guys right quick. Good thing Kratos isn't around because Kratos yeah. So all you're going to want to do is kill all the purple-eyed zombies and vermin, and it's going to light your lightning sword up. And if you don't put them down in time, because all you're going to do is literally just keep killing them and smack the vase. But as you saw, if you don't do it in time, it's going to keep coming back, and you're just going to rinse and repeat doing that 3 times. Once you get done with it on your 3rd time, the vase will stop spinning the lightning rods, and you're just going to insert your sword into the vase. Simple. Boom. Now you're just gonna wait a second, and boom, now it's done. Just go and pick that motherfucker up, and boom, now you have an electric sword. Who doesn't want an electric sword? Like, be out there bitch feeling like Raiden for real. For my fault, not the point. So once you have that, next you're gonna want to go back towards the barn by Deadshot Daiquiri, and from the point of Deadshot, you're just gonna walk into the door or walk into the barn, and there's going to be a horseshoe. I'm sorry, my brain kind of said but you're just gonna want to run into the barn, and you're gonna look above the door leaving out towards the castle, and there should be a horseshoe. Shoot it down. It's gonna take a couple bullets sometimes, and then you're gonna pick it up, right? Once you have that, you're gonna want to run back to the front of the cannon, and you're quite literally just going to shoot yourself out of it. You're becoming a stuntman today. You didn't sign up for it, but here we are. You're going to shoot yourself out of that cannon, boom, and now you're back at spawn. But if you look from where you got shot at and look towards your left, you're going to notice that there is a little storm cloud now, right? That storm cloud is where you should go, because that is where your horseshoe got to somehow, some way, in some shape, in some form, all right? Next, you're just going to want to make your way out and go to it. Be careful, because it will spawn zombies as you get close to it, so you can die here, so just be careful. Once again, be mindful of that. Once you get there, though, you're just going to want to go and pick up Pegasus Horseshoe, right? Once you have Pegasus Horseshoe, you're going to want to run back into spawn, and towards the left of the door that you went to, there is going to be a spot where you can put down the Pegasus Horseshoe. Now, once again, you're just going to put it down, and it becomes a soul box, so kill some zombies, and then smack the box on the ass. Give it one good whack. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Then you're going to want to do the Raven, because why not? We only got 4, and you already made it halfway through, or 75% through. You're on the last part now. So now here is where things can get a little complicated. There are 5 spawns for one item that you're going to get specifically for the Raven sword. And all 5 of those spawns I will show you right here, right now. Just, got to make sure, I don't die by this zombie. So the first one is going to be right here. It's like head height. It's not hard to spot. The second part that you could possibly have in your game will be right here on the shelf. This will be the jawbone. So pick it up, and boom, now you have the jawbone. The third part that could spawn will be over here on this like little shelf, like down tucked away at the bottom. You could pick it up right there. The fourth spot that you could possibly have another item is 2's Raven Skulls right here on this desk, sitting just chilling. Then the last and final part that you could possibly have in your game will be right here. And once you have that final piece, you're going to make your way back to spawn, and then you're going to go take a right down underneath the bar past the GS45 wall by. Once you make your way down here, you should see a red portal on the side, and you should also see like this little dial thing. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to walk up to it and hold interact. When you hold interact, you're going to place your part, which will be either the horn, the jaw, the fish, the bird head. Now, I can't remember the last part, but once you do that, after you put it there, you're going to also insert your sword, and then you're going to start having a code. And once you have the code, it's going to pretty much be like, I'll flash it up on screen right now, but there's a code. These codes right here are what you're going to want to put in, essentially controlling the inner and outer dial. Once you have your code, you're going to want to interact and press B to submit it, B and or circle anything that it says to interact with it. Then behind you is going to spawn a portal. Now, the thing that you just got done using the dial for is going to shoot out these purple mystical balls. All you're going to do is stand behind the portal, and once 3 or 4 purple balls go into like the void and whatever, it's going to move. It's going to move from downstairs, and it's going to go upstairs 1 level, and then it's going to go upstairs 1 more level, ending all the way upstairs at the pool table. Once you have all 4 of those, then you should be pretty much good to go. You will know that you're good to go when the portal pretty much turns into like this like purple ball of electricity, and you just pretty much just follow it, right? So here's the second one right in front of the level 2 armor plates. You're just gonna want to do the same thing. Keep training up the zombie if you have it, if you're playing solo, but if you're not playing solo, then just sit here and stand behind the portal, and the balls will go into the portal by themselves. You also want to make sure that you do not stand close to the balls, because they will explode, dealing damage to you. But most importantly, it will not let you finish this step. And as you see, I get done with that second portal, and I take it all the way upstairs next to the pool table, and you just rinse and repeat. sorry. You would just rinse and repeat this step 3 different times, like shown in the video. Pretty much, this step is pretty much very straightforward. Alright, once you finish this step, you're then going to want to go downstairs back to where you put your sword, and you're going to go interact with it. Once you interact with it, a portal should spawn taking your sword, and once your sword has been sunk into the abyss, it's going to come out. Congratulations, you have now upgraded your Raven sword. So after you get done upgrading your Raven sword, You're then going to want to head all the way back over to Pack-a-Punch. And when you hit the Pack-a-Punch, you're not going to go straight to Pack-a-Punch, but to the left of Pack-a-Punch, you're going to notice that there is a slide, a sewer slide. You're going to want to go down the sewer slide as shown here. You look to the left of Pack-a-Punch. There you go. And you're going to see that there is a sewer slide, cave slide. You're going to want to go into it essentially and be looking towards the right side of it, because at the end of the ride there is going to be a raven just sitting on a ledge. You're going to want to shoot that raven to scare him and make him go away. Once you get out, you're going to shoot the raven again, and once you hit him, he's going to drop a purple part, or it's going to be a purple mystical orb, because you literally just fucking killed the raven. I don't know what else you want me to say. Once you get it, he's going to drop a talon. You're going to pick up this talon and take it all the way back down to where we first did one of the steps, where we had to go downstairs, which is by Pack-a-Punch. It's like it's pretty much the little area where it's like very 9 reminiscent of the blood room, but it's water instead, so you don't get all the gold and everything else. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in and you're going to look to the right, but also I'm showing from both perspectives of going in. So pretty much this is the water room that we're talking about. If you're coming in from the opposite side of Pack-a-Punch, where you go through the quick revive way, you're just going to want to run past Pack-a-Punch, and it's going to be to the right of Pack-a-Punch, and there's going to be a door back there. You're going to want to run through that door as well. But either way it go, just get down to the water room. Once you get down to the water room, you're going to want to go to the left side of the door, and you're going to see a yellow thing. Now, once again, this is a rinse and repeat thing. Get your 10 to 15 kills after you get done with that, and give that box a good old smack. Yeah. So now you have now upgraded all of your swords successfully. Now you want to go grab Melee Macchiato. And once you grab Melee Macchiato, you want to head right back downstairs to where we finished the Raven sword and got the Dark Incantation. Now you're going to see a broken wall. All you're going to want to do is walk up to the wall and melee it. And once you melee it, it's going to reveal a blue tile of a whole bunch of different symbols. Now you may be wondering, where do we get this code? Well, you want to go all the way back to spawn and pretty much go into the bar, but go to where the 2-plate armor vest is, and I will show you where you get these. This is number 1. They all show by Roman numerals. You're going to look at it and interact with it. But for right now, I'm just showing you where they are. So 1 is on the bar, 2 is on this table in like the little corner by where the zombies come out from. 3 is on the opposite side of the bar, tucked away in this like little corner back right in front of the stairs where you go downstairs to do the Raven upgrade. And number 4 is going to be upstairs by the pool table on a like shelf. So if you look at the pool table, the only shelf that is up there, that is number 4. And then you're going to go downstairs. Number 5 is on the opposite side of where number 2 was. So you're going to walk down and look towards the right, and it's going to be sitting here on that little booth. And number 6 is by the front door of where we entered in, to the left of it, and it's going to be like tucked away kind of sort of behind the door-ish right here, and that's number 6. Once you interact with it and get your code, you're going to want to run back down, and now the tiles are going to be changing, but you're going to literally just shoot them as they come up. So the tiles are going to be switching, but the numbers, Roman numerals, the Roman numerals and the numbers and letters that you have gotten, symbols, however you like to call them, your hieroglyphs, you have to shoot the tiles in that specific order. So for me, I know this one I fucked it up like really bad, but you pretty much do that in your game. Pretty much as you just see me going through waiting for it. And then like if you're doing this solo, the thing I found best to do is to kind of come up with your own thing. Like I know some people don't say the same things that I do, but like my first one, I did it. Then I went to my second one. Then I went to my third one by saying this, repeating this over and over in my head. And once you get it right, it's gonna like leave a red ball that's gonna come out of it, and it's gonna go to like this little wall on the side of it. And once it goes there, you simply just want to go over there and interact with the book. It's going to put down the 4 pages from earlier that we've got. Now, the correct way to read this, because we read left to right. No, you're not. You're reading left to right, but you're literally going to read it top left, top right, bottom right. So essentially, you're going to start from the left and work your way down, and then go back to the top and work your way back down, right? Sounds complicated because that's the way I explained it, but I promise you it's really not complicated. It's a really straightforward step. The only thing that is complicated is the fact you have to find these, because these are just not symbols. If you've noticed around the map, after you open Pack-a-Punch, there are now red symbols. There are two that are really close. If you go to Pack-a-Punch, here's one right here. They also change every game, so your code could be much different than my code. Your spots could also be way more different than my spots as well. Here's the second one right here next to where quick revive is. This is where your second one could be. Then you're gonna run up to the front of the castle, right in the center, right next to the arsenal. That's your third one. And if you run towards like you're going to do the lion's door again, but take that right path and go down the stairs, is going to be sitting right in front of you, like right there in that path. It's really hard to miss. There's a red glowing guy on the floor. Okay. Then you want to go over to Deadshot Daiquiri by the barn to the left. There's another one right there, and yeah, pretty much that should be your final one. So for me, I know my first one was right here by the lion's door. So all you're going to want to do is you're going to want to activate the trap and literally just get kills. You get to like 5-10 kills. Once you get enough kills, the trap will end prematurely. It's going to explode, and boom. That's going to be that. You're going to rinse and repeat doing that 4 different times. Once you get all 4 done, the book should no longer be lit up. So once that's no longer lit up, you're going to go from stamina, and there's going to be a like wall with symbols on them. Now, the way that you're going to read these symbols is from top to right to bottom to left. So for me, the first one that I had to do was lion. Then I go down and I do stag, and then I do raven, and then I do dragon. You may be like, Ricky, what the fuck does this mean? Well, first of all, only thing that you're going to do is you're going to get your sword, and you're going to use your incantation. So for me, like I said, it was lion. So what we're going to go do is we're going to go grab the lion's incantation, which is the light incantation. Once you grab the light incantation, you're going to want to go over to that statue, grab that sword, and once you grab that sword, all you're going to do is use your incantation and inspect the weapon as shown right here. All right, you see, do the inspect, and then once you do that, they should give you like a little salute, and then they should have a glowing yellow orb right in front of them. Once that is there, if it stays there, you know you did it right. Rinse and repeat that 3 different times for every single sword. Now as you see, we go back and we do that, for the stag. All right, all we're gonna go do is walk up to it, use the incantation, and inspect. And as you see, once the inspect is done, the statue moves a little bit. He gives me a little salute, signifying that I have finished that step, and he's going to start glowing. Next, you're going to go do it to your third one. These also change every game that you play, so this is just to show you how it's done. For me, the third one I have to do was Raven, so I use the dark incantation and inspect, and weapon inspect it, and boom, now we're back. And boom. Now he's going to glow, and then I do my final one by grabbing my fire incantation and grabbing the dragon sword and inspecting that. And once you finish all 4 of them, as you will see in a moment, once you finish all 4 of them, then they are all glowing. They're all going to like converge and make the all spark, aka the mystical orb. It's going to drop a little ball, and you can pretty much pick these up. Now once you pick this up, you are really close to being done with the Easter egg. You only got like two more steps really. All you got to do now is find these like little mystic orb spawns. This is the first one pretty much. Go to the dragon one because you already have the dragon in your hand, and once you do that, you're just gonna kill zombies, but you have to use fire essentially. So as you see, my zombies were pretty much not going because I didn't have any fire. So I get a few kills, get my sword full power, and now he's literally going to set people on fire. And as you see, as I'm setting more and more on fire, their souls are actually going. Once it gets done, you're going to notice it's going to shoot like a red glow that signifies that it's done. Now I know I also didn't explain, but this is literally for the fire one. This will never change. It is always right in front of the castle next to that arsenal. Next, we're gonna go do the lion one. The lion one is for that mystical orb spot. All you're gonna go do is you're gonna run upstairs. On the opposite side of Vulture, there's gonna be a wall that you could place the mystic orb in. Now this one is very simple. This is the easiest one that you can do. Once you start it, it's gonna start spawning these green balls. All you gotta do is walk through them, And once you walk through them, it's going to shoot like this little small light orb all the way over to the actual mystic orb. Once you finish doing all of that and you get it all the way like done, you're gonna know it's done because the green mystical orbs that are have spawned, they're gonna despawn, right? Next, you're gonna want to grab the Raven. The Raven one, you don't have to do it in this order, but this is really simple from in my opinion because you're literally like right there next to everything. But for the Raven one, you're gonna want to run back where you got the dark incantation by this box. This is where you're gonna put the mystical orb, and once you put that there, now this one is a little bit more tricky. You're gonna do the same thing that you did with the fire, but I would suggest using the dark incantation because you have to specifically use the void aspect of the sword. So you pretty much are gonna be using the shadow rift, and that's pretty much hard as it is because most of the time the sword does not like to be shadow rifting. So you gotta do what you gotta do. You can either use the dark incantation or you can also use the special ability. But once you get done with that, same thing. It's just a soul box. Once you get done with that, it's gonna do the red glow and just let you know that it's done. Then you're gonna grab the orb, and then you're gonna want to go grab the stag, which is AKA the lightning. Then you want to grab the lightning incantation as well. I had to dispatch him because I did not want to worry about him while I'm doing this. But you're gonna grab the lightning incantation. Then you're gonna head all the way back to spawn by the door that you opened to go to the left way. There should be a mystical orb holder. You're gonna put it there, and you're gonna rinse and repeat the same thing that you did for the fire elemental challenge and the dark raven incantation. Pretty much that's all you're doing. Once you get enough of them, you're gonna know because you're gonna get a story quote and it's gonna do like a little flash. Once you do, you're gonna grab that, right? Now, after you grab your orb, you're going to want to run back to where you found your symbols to start them, and you're going to set the orb there. Once you set the orb there, it's going to reveal this like hidden door, and you can pretty much go through it. We ain't going to talk about it because I did get mollywopped. I'm not going to even hold. But once you get there, you're going to see like this little cylinder on the ground. As you see, he wants to give me a kiss. You're going to see this little cylinder on the table, and you just want to interact with it. And there's going to be like little story elements where if you would like to see that, there you can. I'm not going to spoil it for you since you are trying to do the Easter egg. So yeah, once you make it this far, you are now onto the final step, which is going back to spawn. Right? Once you go back to spawn, you're going to initiate the boss fight by going up to the statue, by going to the front of the statue. And once you go in front of the statue, you're just going to interact with the holder right at the center. Once you do that, the statue should come alive. And be very prepared for this because this boss, I will tell you, 100% is a bullet sponge. He does not take shots, and when he takes shots, he does not give a goddamn hell. He is going to keep rushing you down. Well, not even rushing you down. He's going to walk towards you menacingly. But make sure you are prepared. Make sure you have armor. Make sure you have perks. And make sure you at least have a purple Pack-a-Punch level 2 gun. But once he does this little smash on the ground, he's going to teleport you. Now you're in the boss fight arena. Now, this boss, like I said, he is very tanky. He does take damage. You're going to be shooting at every part of him pretty much. I would suggest starting with like his arms or his chest or his head. Because once you get to that point, he's going to start taking damage. And when he takes enough damage, he will break and you'll be able to like do critical damage to him essentially, right? So once it breaks, he'll reveal like a glowing orange spot. You just lay into that orange spot, and once you lay into the orange glowing spot, you should be dealing a decent amount of damage, not a lot. But once you get him down like 20% of the first part, he's going to go into this immunity stage phase where you're going to get more story element, but they also are going to spawn zombies. All you got to worry about here is literally just survive. That's it. Just survive. Don't die. Because as this is happening, he's also the iron golem, the light golem, the lava golem, whichever you want to call him. He's literally just filling the arena with lava, making it a little bit more condensed and smaller, so that way you don't have as much time. But once you get done surviving, you will know that you are done surviving when the golem health bar comes back. 1 and 2 when he starts moving, and he's going to do like a whole little thing, and he's going to scream. So all you're going to do is really be careful because as you go more and more into this phase, he's going to start doing more and more attacks. Like the first 2, he's only going to walk towards you, stomp on the ground, and smash the ground. Next, when you get to this second phase, he's going to start shooting you and whatnot. Then he's going to go into his third phase after you get him down to like 25% more health, right? 25 to 50. Now, same deal, you're just going to survive, but he's going to make it really difficult by making the arena even smaller for you to train in. Just survive, because once you survive, they're going to give you a max ammo. Or if you already have a cashback, go ahead and pop the cashback. But just keep laying into him, and eventually you will kill him. And once you finish killing him, congratulations, you have now completed the Citadelle Des Morts Easter egg. Now, the story, I'm not going to show the end cutscene. I will probably post that in like a separate video by itself. But you're going to finally finish off this by grabbing that little artifact piece right there. That's the whole reason why we came here to begin with. And yeah, so once you get done, it's going to play the whole cutscene. And then you get the option to continue exiting playing. If you exit, you just exit. But if you hit continue playing, you will get a whole bunch of little goodies to help you keep surviving. Now, if you were like me and didn't already get your gun to Pack-a-Punch level 3 and or gold, you would get a free Pack-a-Punch level 3, a whole bunch of different free gold stuff, and a free gold upgrade, and a free ray gun with the free tier 3, and a whole bunch of different ammo mods, and a whole bunch of different points. But if you have made it this far, I just simply want to say thank you. I know this is probably like really disorganized. This is my first time making a tutorial, and if you, like I said, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much. I do want to keep making these. You know, there's only one way to go with these, and you can only go up. So yeah, feedback would be nice, you know. But overall, I just want to say congratulations once again for completing the Citadelle Des Morts Easter egg, because goddamn, that was a long ass time. Yeah, the video is condensed down to like 30-some minutes, but damn, that still felt like we've been on a journey. But yeah, without further ado, thank you for joining me. It has been your boy Rookie. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Later.